And good evening, everyone, and welcome into another night of high school basketball on Hometown Media on a very frigid January night from LaGrange. Welcome to Lakeland High School in the NECC Boys Championship as the upstart Angola Hornets, maybe the surprise team of the tournament, here to take on the Fairfield Falcons. Alongside Mark Cockcroft, I'm Brett Briscoe. Great to have you with us tonight. And Mark, Angola got here a surprising road win over what then was a 10-1 Central Noble team. They trailed by as many as 14 in the first half. They led by as many as 14 in the second half, ended up winning by 8. Kyle Husher pours in a career-high 25 points.
Yeah, that when I was reading the Twitter accounts that night and then the paper the next day, it was crazy seeing what would have happened there. And happy for everybody. I mean, those are the things that can change the season. And we've been talking here the last couple weeks. They keep getting better and better and better, and it all was on display in the semis, and hopefully that carries over until tonight.
Hornets come in with what I think is a little bit of a deceiving 5-7 record. Meanwhile, Fairfield comes in at 9-3. And then when you start to break down the schedules that these two teams have played, by far Angola has played the tougher schedule. Their opponents are a combined 83-66. Meanwhile, Fairfield's are 64-73.
Yeah, that is a marked difference. If you just take a look as far as warm-ups concerned and the rosters, they are going to have a size advantage tonight.
Fairfield's huge.
Yes, they are absolutely huge. And so that it'll have to be a night of shooting and quickness and, trying to keep them off the boards on the offensive end. And those are the things that I'm sure Coach Appleton worked on here the last couple of days, and they have to do to win tonight.
And Fairfield got here by beating Westview 58-46. Eastside claimed their first girls championship since 1996 earlier tonight when they beat Fairfield 53-24. We'll come back. We'll get you set with tonight's starting lineups and more. It's the NECC Boys Championship. It's coming up next on Hometown Media.
When you look back at the medical care you receive, it becomes clear that what matters most isn't just where you receive care, but the quality of that care. After all, it's your health, so it's only natural to want more. More skilled physicians and more specialized services. Of course, you also want more technology, like the latest medical equipment and advanced treatment options. However, it's important that healthcare innovations and advanced diagnostics also come with more personalized, one-on-one care from trusted providers. You'll find all of that and much more right here at Cameron Hospital. Cameron Memorial Community Hospital, moving forward.
Are you ready to join the Triton Metal Products starting lineup? You could be a Triton if you have grit, a strong work ethic, and you're ready to make a meaningful difference in your life. Triton offers excellent pay, great benefits, and we will train you. Join an elite team of minds plus machines. Apply now at tritonmp.com/careers.
That's it. That's the winning play. I'm Wes Hankey, Realtor with Mike Thomas Associates.
And I'm Paul Lang, mortgage lender with Bailey & Wood Financial Group.
Let us help you win by scoring your dream home.
Farmer State Bank opened its doors and began serving our communities in 1915. For more than 100 years, Farmer State Bank is focused on helping our communities grow and succeed.
When I think about Farmer State Bank, the first word that comes to my mind is togetherness.
Teamwork. Helpful.
Involvement.
Passionate.
Local.
Family. Inspiring.
Longevity. I have never seen a place of employment to where people have had career longevity. We have had people retire from Farmer State Bank who have been in the business for over 40 years, which I think is just awesome and amazing. And I hope that one day that I get to do that too.
Come experience the Blue Button difference.
Josh Maggard with Senior Financial Solutions is your local source for Medicare, health, and life insurance, as well as retirement planning. Josh has been serving the entire tri-state area for over a decade, while the team at Senior Financial Solutions has over 125 years of combined experience and are able to offer multiple options in Medicare and retirement planning. Local, personal, and professional. Josh will work with you each step of the way.
Hi, I'm Josh Maggard. Call me at 260-667-8449 for your free consultation today.
And a national anthem from Lakeland as we get a little bit closer to the start of the boys NECC tournament championship between the Angola Hornets and the Fairfield Falcons. If you're ready, here are your starting lineups. First of all, for the Hornets, Tommy Caswell is a 5'9 sophomore. Dane Lance, a 6'1 senior. He'll wear number 1. Kyle Husher, coming off that career-high 25 points, is a 6'3 junior. Cameron McGee is a 5'10 senior. He'll wear number 3. And rounding out the starting lineup for Brandon Appleton's Angola Hornets will be Ryan Stuckey, a 6' sophomore. Hornets 5-7 on the season. Meanwhile, for the Fairfield Falcons, they'll start this way. Brooks Custer is a 5'11 junior. He'll wear number 3. Noah Mast, who will run the point, and a definite size matchup for the Hornets, is a 6'6 senior. He'll wear number 12. Mitchell Miller is a 6' senior. He'll wear number 20. Tyson Frey is a 6'3 senior, and he'll wear number 24. And rounding out the starting lineup is Carson Smith. He is a 6'1 senior, and he'll wear number 35. Again, for Angola, it's Caswell, Lance, Husher, McGee, and Stuckey. It'll be Custer, Mast, Miller, Frey, and Smith for the Fairfield Falcons. Alongside Mark Cockcroft, I'm Brett Briscoe. Thrilled to have you with us on a very cold January night. Like the old saying goes, better late than never. This game was originally scheduled to be played on Saturday night, but due to the inclement weather on Friday and Saturday, it was moved to tonight. And you look at this Angola program, Mark, I think it's definitely a program where, as you look at it right now, their best days are ahead of them.
Yeah, they are really starting to play well, and the younger kids are really coming on. And underneath the guidance of the 2 seniors and 1 junior that you have that are providing leadership, you've got the young kids that are really stepping up and starting to play a lot of minutes.
And you'll see a lot of times tonight, they'll have 3, maybe 4 sophomores on the floor at one time.
Yep, some shooters, inside people, the whole package. It's been an exciting season so far, and then tonight's going to be interesting. If they can handle Fairfield's size, they've got a shot at it.
Of course, probably the latest starting game we've had this season is it's going to be about 8:05 or so when we tip this off. Winner gets the trophy. We already watched the Eastside girls dominate Fairfield 53-24 to take home their first title since 1996.
Well, you know, you take a look at the run that the Angola girls had, the Central Noble girls had.
Fairfield.
And Fairfield and Garrett. I mean, those 4 schools have won a lot of championships here over the course of the last 20 years, and it just has not allowed a lot of other schools to have an opportunity.
It'll be Tyson Frey for Fairfield, who in the white home uniforms tonight, jumping center against Kyler Husher as Angola wears the road blacks tonight here at Lakeland.
I kind of like those blacks.
I do too. And at least they put the gold trim around the purple number so old man eyes can see it from way up here. Tap is batted around, and it is controlled by Fairfield. And right away, you get to see the 6'6" point guard mask go to work. I mean, not only Fairfield got some size, they got a little girth to them, too. Here's a running one-hander in the lane that's up and no good from Carson Smith. And Angola's got it on the other end, looking for a chance to draw first blood. Cam McGee, nice feed to Husher, lays it up and in, and Kyler Husher picks right up where he left off in the Central Noble game, and he's got Angola's first 2 of the night. And Fairfield can't convert on the other end, and McGee's got the rebound. Long outlet for Stuckey, bounce pass for Caswell, and it looked like it took a big hop, and it goes out of bounds. And it'll be Fairfield basketball.
Two big student sections tonight.
Pretty good sized crowd considering
it is.
It's a Monday night and it's basically below 0 when you factor in the wind chill. Here's a pull-up jumper on the baseline that's up and good. That was Mitchell Miller with the baseline jumper, ties it at 2. McGee, some nifty dribbling into the lane, but it's kicked out of bounds by Fairfield. Husher, hands off for Lance, comes off the curl for Caswell. I don't think Angola really wants to get up and down the floor with Fairfield. Falcons get the steal quickly to the other end. Miller shot up no good, but an offensive rebound pulled out of there by the 6'6" Noah Mast. Here's a 3 in the corner that's up, and that's good. Carson Smith with his first points. Full court pressure by the Falcons. Angola will break it. And McGee right down the lane for an easy 2, and that's exactly what you do when you break the press. Here's Mass for 3 left of the circle, and that's good. His first bucket, and it's 8-4. Got a feeling this is going to be one of those games Angola can't turn the ball over and give Fairfield extra possessions. McGee couldn't get that one to go, and the rebound pulled down by Carson Smith. Pass comes out to Miller. His 3 is no good. Offensive rebound pulled down by Frey, and a blocking foul going to be called on Angola's Cam McGee.
Oh, they flipped it.
No, they did call it an offensive foul, didn't they?
Yep.
So Frey picks up his first foul of the ball game against either team. Comes at the 5:27 mark of the first quarter. Falcons have doubled up the score here early. It's 8-4. McGee to Husher. Left-handed dribble down to the low block. Back out to Lance, looking for some space, couldn't find it. Now out to McGee, and Angola resets. Husher tries to drive baseline. A little more aggressiveness than what we've seen in the past. McGee looking for a seam in the paint. Out it comes to Stuckey. He'll take the 3, and it's good for Ryan Stuckey. And just like that, Angola back to within a point. It's 8-7. And Fairfield, as it seems like they have every Angola bucket, has an answer on the other end. This one was Tyson Frey. I think Angola hasn't had any trouble yet with that Fairfield full court pressure. Lance, stutter step, jump stop in the lane, shot up and got the roll. And this is shaping up to be a little bit of a shootout here early. Both teams on a pace for almost 80 points. Of course, you don't expect that to continue.
Nope.
Almost a turnover, and now Stuckey is going to be whistled for the foul as he got tangled up with Miller.
Line change for Fairfield.
Elijah Miller wears number 5 into the ball game for Fairfield. Also Alex Hofer, 6-foot senior, has checked in for the Falcons. And Brant Garber has checked in. Here's Mast for 3. That's no good. Good block out by the Falcons for the offensive rebound. And they almost turned it over. Now the ball's loose, but Angola comes away with it. McGee spins into the paint to the basket, and a foul is going to be called on Fairfield. And that's going to go on Hofer. It'll be his first. That is the second team foul here in the quarter on the Falcons.
First trip to the line for either team.
3:26 to play here in the first quarter. Cam McGee a chance to tie and give Angola the lead, and the first is up and good. First substitution of the ball game for Angola is Ben Thomas. Another one of those sophomores, 6'1" sophomore checks in. He comes in to replace Caswell. There will be times tonight you'll see Angola have 3, maybe 4 sophomores on the court at one time. McGee's second is no good, and the offense or the rebound pulled down by Fairfield. Hofer across the top of the key, leaves it for Mast. Down to 3:16 to play here in the opening quarter. It's the 2024 NECC Boys Tournament Championship. Mast spins into the paint. Good job by Stuckey to help out. Pass over in the corner, and Garber drains the 3. Excuse me, that was Miller that buried the 3. Falcons back up by 3. Thomas spins. Almost traveled. Out it comes to Stuckey. Splits the defenders and lays it up and in. That's 5 for Ryan Stuckey.
A lot of officials in Navy blue thought they traveled, didn't they?
I don't know that I could offer a very good argument.
Yeah.
We were in court, we'd probably be guilty.
Yeah.
Hofer got loose inside and put it in. Things usually have a tendency to even out by the time you get to the end of the game.
They do.
Here's Husher. Angola again trails by 3. Just under 2 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. And Cam McGee's 3 is no good. And Fairfield back the other way. Mast drifts over near the corner. Mast found a seam down the lane, puts it up and got the bounce. And it's 17-12. That's the biggest lead for Fairfield here in the opening quarter.
I saw on Twitter over the weekend a couple states have decided to go to the 35-second clock. That would not affect Fairfield.
No. Lance leans in off a double team and puts it in. And a quick timeout taken by Angola. We'll take it with them. Back after this on Hometown Media.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Fairfield by 3. They'll have the basketball out of the Angola timeout. Don't forget, we've got girls basketball tomorrow night. Angola Lady Hornets back home. They'll entertain Westview tomorrow night as the girls season enters the final, 2 weeks of the regular season. As hard as that is to believe.
That is hard to believe.
Here it's a 3-point Falcon lead. Fairfield also with a basketball as we come up on a minute to play here in the first quarter. Carson Smith's 3 is no good. That's the second offensive rebound for Elijah Miller.
Talk about that being a key before the game started.
And he's not even one of the guys that gives Fairfield the size advantage. Miller hard into the lane, cut off by Lance. Over in the right corner for the 3 that's up and no good from Garber. And another offensive rebound for Fairfield. And the Falcons look like they may hold it for the final shot here. Down to 16 seconds. This is Smith down to the baseline, got it to Elijah Miller, missed it. Lance has got the rebound with 3 seconds, 2 seconds, pulls up for the 3, it's no good, and that's how the first quarter will end. Fairfield by 3, 17-14. More from Lakeland after this on Hometown Media.
The hometown life is a good life. Morning coffee at a local cafe. Friendly people who always take the time to stop and say hello. Our hometown is a great place to build a future. We're here to help you do it. The hometown life is a good life. Morning coffee at a local
Okay, hi. So what is the occasion, Fancy Pants? Ah, that fancy DQ caramel fudge cheesecake blizzard is the occasion. Ooh, looks so indulgent. You know, this was a really great idea.
Glad I thought of this.
I thought of it.
Yeah, maybe go ahead, let her have this one, buddy.
Yeah.
DQ, happy tastes good.
17-14. Fairfield with the lead as we go to the second quarter. And tell you what, if being a hospital CEO doesn't work out for Andy, he might have a life as a cameraman.
He is getting after it. He is good.
Yeah, cameraman didn't show up tonight. I asked him. He brought a couple of kids in with him. I asked him if one of them wanted to do the camera, and he's like, I'll do it. Angola basketball to start the second quarter. It was an entertaining first quarter in the books. Fairfield leads it by 3. Angola trouble getting it in, and finally they do to Cam McGee, and that was just ahead of a 5-second call.
That had to have been 4.5.
Caswell, Engels right side. Handoff for Stuckey. Angola back to their original starting 5. Caswell hard into the lane, kicks it out for Stuckey. He's already hit a 3 tonight. Back out to McGee. And almost looks like Coach App told him maybe in that quarter break that, you know, maybe he'd have to slow the pace just a little bit. 3 from Stuckey is no good, and the rebound ripped down by Carson Smith.
Looks like Landon Leach checked in for Lance, possibly.
Inside, the shot is Up and good for Tyson Frey. Excuse me, Tyson Fry. He's got 4. And pretty balanced scoring for both teams here in this first half. 6:36 to go. A 5-point lead equals Fairfield's biggest. Caswell drives in. Here's Leach, drives in, and that's going to be a blocking foul on Hofer.
That hung on the rim for a long time.
Yes, it did. That's the second on Hofer, first against the Falcons here this quarter. And it will send Landon Leach to the line. First one's up, no good. Told you you'd see Angola with 3 or 4 sophomores on the floor. They've got 3 on the floor right now, along with junior Kyler Husher and senior Cam McGee. One out of 2 for Leach. Cuts the Fairfield lead back to 4. It's 19-15 here in the second quarter. Just under 6.5 to go.
Switched out to his own, huh?
Yeah. Just judging by that first possession Angola had, it looked like they wanted to try to slow this pace a little bit. And they've definitely done that now with a 2-3 zone. Here's Mast in the corner. Bounce pass goes inside to Fry, and he's got the runner in the lane. 6 for Tyson Fry. And now that's the biggest lead for Fairfield at 6. Caswell to McGee. Lance at the scorer's table. He'll check in at the next dead ball for Angola.
That is a tight man-to-man that they extend.
Inbounds to Stuckey. Lance on the far side, works it against Carson Smith. Tries to break him down off the dribble. Now back out it comes to the left side, and Stuckey. Angola definitely playing with a little bit slower pace than what we saw the first quarter. And the inbounds pass is deflected, and the Hornets are fortunate. And Husher going to be called for steps. Really good crowd, all things considered, tonight.
Bigger than I expected when I pulled into the parking lot.
It's Monday, it's cold. There are 2 NFL playoff games on today. I guess the Bills hung on to beat the Steelers.
Yeah, I got closer at the end.
Here's a 3 on the way that's up, and that's good. Carson Smith now has 6. And the 9-point lead, the biggest of the night for Fairfield. Lance to Stuckey. And Fairfield, I mean, they do get right up in your grill. Stuckey through the lane. Now Husher in the quarter. 3:46 to play. Definitely a much slower pace and nearly a turnover. And Leach finds a seam and finger rolls it up and in.
I would call that acrobatic. Got to be honest, if the Lions were playing tonight, I would have called in sick.
You know, I did that girls game a couple of years ago when the Bengals were kind of in the same spot, you know, hadn't won a playoff game in like 30 years. If I had it to do over, I don't think I would have came to the game.
Yeah. 32 years ago, I was at the last home playoff game at the Silverdome. I never would have guessed I'd be an old man before they were at home again.
I'm telling you, you think you're going to do it every year. Yeah.
I know it.
But, you know, I know the euphoria that Lions fans were going through last night. Just had it a couple years ago myself. Here's Elijah Miller, drives at baseline, and that's going to be a whistle and a foul on Kyler Husher. Second against Angola. And for Husher, that'll be his first. 3:15 to play here in the first half. And got it to Mast on the cut. Has to back out, and he puts it up and in.
That was a nice looking shot.
That's 7 for Noah Mast. And back to a 9-point Falcon lead. Caswell again had it blocked by Mast. And a loose ball, but brought out of there by Elijah Miller. And a drive to the bucket is up and good for Carson Smith. And Angola wants a timeout. Double-digit lead for the Falcons for the first time tonight. Back after this on Hometown Media.
Best One Tire of Angola has served the tri-state area with outstanding tire sales and auto repairs. With all major tire brands, including Bridgestone and Firestone. Best One's tire staff of highly qualified ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of mechanical repairs. The shop also provides roadside assistance. Best One Tire of Angola, 1101 North Wayne Street. Proud supporters of Angola Athletics. Best One Tire of Angola.
Okay, hi. So what is the occasion, Fancy Pants? Ah, that fancy DQ caramel fudge cheesecake blizzard is the occasion. Ooh, looks so indulgent. You know, this was a really great idea.
Glad I thought of this.
I thought of it.
Yeah, maybe go ahead, let her have this one, buddy.
Yeah.
DQ, happy tastes good.
Biggest lead of the night for Fairfield. Falcons have run it out to an 11-point advantage, 28-17. 2:47 to go here in the second quarter. Angola has gone to a 2-3 zone defensively. Falcons playing a smothering man-to-man defense and making everything difficult for Angola right at the moment. There's really not been many passes or shots that haven't been contested in some kind of way. Here's McGee. Over to Husher, right of the circle. Back to Cam McGee. Lance catch and shoot three. That's good for Dane Lance.
That's the first real clean look he's had.
Yeah. Cuts the lead to 8. It's 28-20.
Boy, they needed that.
Inside, that shot is up and good by Carson Smith. He's starting to have himself a game, and Fairfield steals the inbounds. And that was partially blocked, and Angola comes out with it, and Lance is going to be called for carrying the basketball. Looked like somebody just got in his way, and he tried to finagle the dribble, and instead turns it over. Tyson Fry, the big 6'3" senior, will check back into the ball game for Fairfield. Brett Garber also back in for the Falcons. Boy, that would have been a golden opportunity for Angola to get that lead down to 6 or 5 as they go under 2 minutes to play. Instead, now the Falcons have scored and got it back. Inside, Fry muscles it up and in.
Boy, once he gets that pass inside, that's tough to shut down.
12-point lead for Fairfield, 1:20 to go here in the first half. Here's McGee across the top of the key. Right side for Leach, who's gone the distance here in the second quarter. McGee looks to spin in against Garber, and two strung off the glass, and the Falcons have the rebound. Mast against Stuckey, hands off, and the shot is blocked. And Angola comes away with it. Quickly up ahead, McGee. Jump stop in the lane and a whistle and a foul on Fairfield. They say it's on the floor, so it'll be out of bounds for the Hornets. And that's going to go on Brant Garber. That's his first. Only 2 team fouls each here in this quarter with 42.3 seconds to go. Officials have done a nice job of letting them play.
Very, very nice. That's been a quick half.
It has. And with an 8:05 start, I'm glad.
Oh! I was afraid Landon was coming down on him.
Husher's 3 rims out. And Fairfield, with 30 seconds to go, bringing it across the timeline and a chance to hold it for the final shot. And barring a held ball here in the last 20 seconds, Falcons will also have the ball to start the third quarter. Knocked out of bounds with 2.9 to go. And they'll bring Carson Smith back into the lineup along with Brant Graber. So we're looking for something for Mast right down the lane here.
I think so.
That's where they were looking. Instead, it comes out for Miller. They can't get it to go, and the Falcons will take a 12-point lead to the locker room. Fairfield 32, Angola 20. We are back with more after this. You're watching high school basketball. It's powered by the Steuben County REMC and Hometown Media.
Steuben County REMC wants to give your students a memorable experience this summer. For an unforgettable day, high school students can apply for Page Day and spend the day in session with the Indiana Senate. High school students looking for a trip of a lifetime, check out the Indiana Youth Tour and have the Washington, D.C. experience. For your younger students in the 6th grade wanting to spread their wings, Touchstone Energy Camp is perfect for them. We can't forget the young artists in the family. Students of all ages can submit their artwork to the Cooperative Calendar Art Contest. Did I mention it's all free? Find out more information or apply at www.remcsteuben.com. Steuben County REMC wants to give
When you look back at the medical care you receive, it becomes clear that what matters most isn't just where you receive care, but the quality of that care. After all, it's your health, so it's only natural to want more. More skilled physicians and more specialized services. Of course, you also want more technology, like the latest medical equipment and advanced treatment options. However, it's important that healthcare innovations and advanced diagnostics also come with more personalized, one-on-one care from trusted providers. You'll find all of that and much more right here at Cameron Hospital. Cameron Memorial Community Hospital, moving forward.
That's it. That's the winning play. I'm Wes Hankey, Realtor with Mike Thomas Associates.
And I'm Paul Lang, mortgage lender with Bailey & Wood Financial Group.
Let us help you win by scoring your dream home.
Halftime here at Lakeland in the championship game of the NECC boys basketball tournament. Fairfield, who pulled away from what was a very tight first quarter to run their lead out to 12 here at the break, 32-20. And it seemed like Fairfield was maybe even a little more comfortable playing the slower pace than Angola was.
They did. When things slowed down a little bit, they backed it down and dumped it inside. First half stats: Lance with 2 rebounds, 7 points. Husher with 1 rebound and 2 points. McGee with 1 rebound and 3 points. Landon Leach with 3 points. Ryan Stuckey with 1 rebound and 5 points. Shooting in the first half, 6 out of 8 inside for 75%. 2 out of 6 outside for 33%. 2 out of 4 from the line for 50%. Shooting fairly well. The issue became the number of turnovers. And we had commented a couple times in the first half, that man-to-man defense that Fairfield plays is intense.
It is sticky.
It is. It really, really is. And they put so much pressure on the ball and cut your threes off that, you know, they force you to throw the ball inside. And, you know, that's just not something that Angola is a part of their game right now.
And,
so,
you know, they're not huge, but they're just big enough that they've got an advantage in almost every position on Angola.
They do, and they've got a hand in your face almost all the time.
Yeah.
So you're right. A couple more threes that Fairfield was able to get. And we talked before the game, we just couldn't let them get to the offensive boards, and they did do a fairly nice job of doing that.
Carson Smith leads the way here at halftime for Fairfield. He's got 10. Noah Mast has 7. 8 points for Tyson Fry. 5 points for Mitchell Miller. And 2 points for Alex Hofer. That's the scoring for the Falcons here at halftime. So how long did it take before you could go to sleep last night?
About 3 in the morning.
I know that feeling.
Yeah. I don't know if it was more relief. I mean, I sat through, you know, hundreds and hundreds of Lions football games, and I've seen what Matt Stafford is always capable of. And he has got more fourth quarter turnarounds and touchdowns, or drive to win a touchdown than the game. And I did not enjoy that game as much as I thought I was going to.
No, they're gut-wrenching.
They are gut-wrenching.
You know, and that's the thing.
I know.
You know, that's been the thing about the Bengals playoff runs over the last 2 years. They didn't have a game where you could just sit back and enjoy it. Well, the year they went to the Super Bowl, every game came down to a kick at the end.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I think I lost 10 years off my life and half my hair in about a 3-week time period.
I know. It's a lot of fun. And like I said, I was there in '92 when they hosted. I'm going up this weekend. So we're leaving Sunday morning and going to enjoy the festivities and take everything in on
That place
Sunday.
was wild last night.
It was wild. And
I just didn't understand, you know, 2 years ago when the Rams were in the Super Bowl, you know, all these social media posts about Matt Stafford and, you know, wanting Matt, and then they booed him last night.
Well, yeah. People still like Stafford as long as he's not playing the Lions, I guess is the best way to describe it.
Yeah, I just thought that was kind of odd early.
It was early. The other thing I thought was odd today is if you had a chance to watch any of the talking mouths on NFL Network and ESPN and First Take and all those, you wouldn't have realized that there was any other game yesterday other than the Cowboys and the Packers.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they dominate sports media so much, and they just kind of take things over. It's pretty amazing. But the other piece, obviously, is whether McCarthy is going to end up leaving and bringing Belichick in. I mean, that dominated everything today. And whether that happens, we'll have to see. But that was a lot of talk today. And I tell you what, that Aaron Love, that young quarterback from the Packers.
Jordan Love,
I mean. He is a nice ball player.
He is.
He made some throws last night that I'm not sure any defense could have stopped.
Yeah, he even had a couple of throws that were Brett Favre-esque where,
yeah.
I mean, he was throwing it 20, 30 yards down the field with his feet both in the air.
Yeah, it was quite a display yesterday. And, you know, for San Francisco this weekend hosting the Packers, they better beware. I mean.
Well, you know, next week the games will be all about the 49ers.
Yes.
They'll grab all the headline. They'll suck all the oxygen out of the room next week.
They will. I'm just happy our season was extended one more week, and I have one more chance to watch them.
I so bad last night wanted to post on social media during that Packers game that one of these teams looks great, the other looks like the Cowboys. But what about, you know, aren't the talking heads at halftime supposed to be kind of neutral and just dissect the game? What was Jimmy Johnson's
tirade?
That halftime speech.
I know. I mean, we all know he's a former coach of the Cowboys and that he's going to favor the Cowboys. But that halftime speech he gave, and then Michael Strahan getting down to the three-point. Yeah, and then Howie Long was getting ready to line up against
or Gronk.
Them. Yeah, Gronk, yeah. I mean, that was a fun couple of minutes.
Yes, it was. I'm not sure. Only thing he didn't end it with was how about them Cowboys?
Yeah, exactly.
We'll get you back for second half action after this. 32-20, Falcons lead it at the break at Hometown Media.
Farmers State Bank opened its doors and began serving our communities in 1915. For more than 100 years, Farmers State Bank is focused on helping our communities grow and succeed.
When I think about Farmers State Bank, the first word that comes to my mind is togetherness.
Teamwork. Helpful.
Involvement.
Passionate.
Local.
Family. Inspiring.
Longevity. I have never seen a place of employment to where people have had career longevity. We have had people retire from Farmers State Bank who have been in the business for over 40 years, which I think is just awesome and amazing. And I hope that one day that I get to do that too.
Come experience the Blue Button difference.
See if Angola's got a run in them here in this third quarter. They trail it by 12, 32-20. And really, to this point, they have just been out-physicaled by Fairfield.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that's going to happen when you're playing, you know, 3-4 sophomores at a time.
And their defense is good enough where they just don't give very many open looks. I know Dane, what do we think? Dane had one clean look in the first half.
Right there toward the end.
And I'm not sure Husher had a clean look.
You know, Husher had 25 the other night. He had Angola's first 2 tonight. And he finished the first half with just 2. Angola comes right back out with that 2-3 zone to start this third quarter. Not many fouls in that first half, just less than a handful of free throws for both teams. Both teams back with their original starting fives. Here's a pass out to Mast, and he'll bury the 3. And just like that, it's a 15-point lead. And you kind of wonder how long Angola can stay in that 2-3 zone. It was nearly a 50-second possession by the Falcons. They try the backdoor cut, and it's knocked away and stolen. Left corner 3 on the way up, and no good for Mitchell Miller. Fry the rebound, can't get it to go. Got his own rebound again and is fouled. It'll be on the floor, so it'll be out of bounds to Fairfield. And they're going to put that on Caswell. That's his first, and the first against Angola here in the second half. Inside to Custer, muscles it up, no, and McGee's got the rebound. Custer was the only Falcon starter who did not score in the first half, and Husher traveled. Little delay.
You go to make a pass, and somebody is left. You either toss it out of bounds or you travel.
pass. They'll bring it across the timeline. Angola has gone man. And a backdoor cut and nearly blocked by Lance. Loose ball out of bounds. It'll be Angola basketball. Caswell gets it back to McGee, who hurries it up the floor. Stuckey looks for a seam, can't find it. Now in a little bit of trouble, and they'll throw it away. Looked like McGee zigged when Stuckey thought he was going to zag.
And coming out with consecutive turnovers is not what Coach Appleton was looking for.
Here's a steal by Lance. Shot fake, puts it up and in. And a much-needed bucket for Angola. Lance tried to draw a charge. Tried to sell it. Official wasn't buying. And it's going to be a blocking foul on McGee. "13-point lead for Fairfield. We've got 5:55 to go third quarter. And the Falcons ball underneath their own basket, and the count is on. Boy, really fortunate they were able to get the ball in that easy that quickly, because they were already at one before Custer even bent down to pick up the ball. Here's a hard drive by Smith. It's no good, and Lance has the rebound. It's a couple of back-to-back stops for the Hornets. Let's see if they can convert offensively. Lance looking for some space on the near side. Extra pass for Stuckey will let the three go. That's no good. And Noah Mass the rebound for Fairfield. Mass down the lane, kicks it out. Long three for Smith is good. Boy, if Fairfield's got 2 or 3 guys that can just bury it from the outside.
Heat up in a hurry.
The lead has now swelled to 16. It's 38-22. We're back after this on Hometown Media.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
38-22, Fairfield's got the lead. 5:09 to play here in the third quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, it was a 17-14 game. And Fairfield has ramped it up big time defensively in the second quarter and here early in the second half. Stuckey will get it across the timeline. Leaves it for Caswell. Lance had it knocked out of his hands, picks it back up for Husher. Down to 4:36 to go third quarter. Caswell angles left side, in for McGee. Lance leans in and draws the foul against Tyson Fry. And that will get Dane Lance to the free throw line. That's the second on Fry, first against Fairfield here in the third quarter. Lance's free throw is good. Good look at the 6'1" senior. Knocks them both home. And it's 38. They say that was a 3?
Yes, it was.
So one more for Lance. And that one's no good, so 2 out of 3. Cuts the Falcon lead back to 14. Hornets not out of it. I don't think you can really afford to let Fairfield get much farther ahead of you, though. That's right by Husher's ear. Caswell doubles down. They'll kick it out for Garber. Back inside to Fry. Backs in against McGee. And McGee going to be called for the foul. And that will send Tyson Fry to the line to shoot 2. That's 2 on Cam McGee. So Fry to shoot 2. First one's on the way and no good. Substitution for the Falcons as Brooks Custer checks back into the lineup. He's in to replace Mitchell Miller. Fry's second is also short. Long rebound tapped out, and Hofer's got it. You're in goalie, you've got to take advantage of those situations. Here's Custer, left side, Hofer. Hofer runs it in the lane. Couldn't get the shot away, out to Custer, and he'll knock down the 3 for his first points of the night. First bucket of the night for Custer. Husher drives in the lane, cut off, back out it comes to Stuckey. Lance will catch and shoot 3, that's short. And that'll be a foul on Mast. Crowd from Angola okay tonight. It is a huge crowd from Fairfield. Of course, they had both the girls and boys playing tonight.
Yep.
Tell you what, it takes a special kind of casual fan to come out on a night like this.
Those are going to be some cold cars when we're done.
Yes, sir. And they won't be warm till about back to Prairie Heights.
I know it.
Or the airport.
Yeah.
Stuckey spins in the lane. Out it comes to Thomas, and he's fouled on his drive to the basket. They're going to count that.
Ooh, NBA continuation.
Yes, sir. Derek Hidden just put his hands to his head. He couldn't believe
he's freaking out
that they counted that basket. Free throw no good, but Angola had a shot at the offensive rebound, but Stuckey, or the Falcons come out with it. Long pass up ahead, and a nice feed. The shot is up and good by Custer. Lance for 3, that's no good. And Hofer taps out the rebound and comes down to Carson Smith. Angola trying to make things a little chaotic, but Fairfield dealing with it fairly well at the moment. Down to 2:06 to play here in the third quarter. That's off the glass and count it, and a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play for Carson Smith. He's had himself a pretty good night. That is 12 points.
I think he cut an elbow side the head, didn't he, when he was going in?
He may have.
Yeah.
I've got a bar right in my way.
Oh, yeah, you do.
And Carson Smith completes the old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah,
and he's coming out holding the side of his head. You're right. Might be having a little cut up there, too.
Mm-hmm.
Lance will inbound. It comes in for McGee. Lead has quietly grown to 20. Lance can't get the free throw to go. And Fairfield's got the rebound. It's not like they've went on a big, loud run.
No.
They've just slowly crept ahead and kept building on that lead to now that it's 20. This was a 3-point game at the end of the first quarter. Husher may have gotten away with a foul there. Mast had it poked away by Stuckey. Got it back, now looks to back in, and Stuckey going to be whistled for the foul, and Ryan said he just fell down. You could almost read his lips.
You could.
Landon Leach has checked back in for the Hornets. He's in to replace Kyler Husher. So Mass to the free throw line, and he rolls the first one in. Minute 13 to play here in the quarter. Second one, nothing but net, and it's now a 22-point lead. Fairfield just smothers all over the court defensively. Even when the Hornets get a fairly clean look, it seems like they're even rushing it. It's going to be a foul on Elijah Miller. Backdoor cut for Leach. Out it comes to Lance, and they say shuffle the feet before he put down the dribble, and the Hornets will turn it over. Garber and Fry will check back in now for the Falcons. This has been one of those games where you look up and it was close early, and then you kind of look back and see it's a 22-point game, and it's like, wow.
What happened?
Nothing loud or flashy about what Fairfield has done. They've just been steady all night, and that's going to be an offensive foul.
Moving screen.
And they put that on Mass. That's his second. That is 5 now against Fairfield. Brooks Custer has re-entered the lineup. Down to 13 seconds. McGee works the dribble high on the far side of the floor. Now Mast is going to come out and challenge him. Down to 6. Down to 5. McGee jump stop in the lane. Little fall away, left it short. Thomas battles for the rebound, but that'll end the third quarter. Falcons continue to extend that lead. It's now 48-26. We are back after this. You're watching high school basketball at Hometown Media.
Ever thought the day would come where you could apply for a mortgage from the comfort of your living room or home office? With our online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting a loan approval fast and easy. Our local bankers are available to assist you if you have any questions. We're an equal housing lender. Never thought the day would
Give your students a memorable experience this summer. For an unforgettable day, high school students can apply for Page Day and spend the day in session with the Indiana Senate. High school students looking for a trip of a lifetime, check out the Indiana Youth Tour and have the Washington, D.C. experience. For your younger students in the 6th grade wanting to spread their wings, Touchstone Energy Camp is perfect for them. We can't forget the young artists in the family. Students of all ages can submit their artwork to the Cooperative Calendar Art Contest. Did I mention it's all free? Find out more information or apply at
Gonna look at some of the students who have made the trip over from Angola tonight. Start of the 4th quarter, it'll be Angola basketball. They trail it by 22, 48-26 as we begin this 4th quarter. Stuckey across the timeline. Here's Husher to Caswell. Ben Thomas spins in the paint. Had nowhere to go. Back out it comes to Husher. Kyler jump stop, puts it off the glass, count it, and a foul.
It's only his 3rd shot of the night.
4 points and a chance for the traditional 3-point play. And big bounce would not go. Stuckey almost able to steal that offensive rebound, but just couldn't quite get control of it. Here's a drive, and the shot is up and no good from Miller. And on the rebound, a whistle and a foul. Coach App not really thrilled with that one. Neither are a lot of fans in the stands wearing purple or gold. Miller's first is up and good. Both. And back to a 22-point lead, 50-28. Right now, Angola playing with 4 sophomores and a junior. Caswell, Stuckey, Thomas, and Leach are the sophomores. Husher, the junior. Here's a drive to the bucket, and the shot is good for Carson Smith. Thomas 3, no good. And on the rebound, Husher going to be whistled for the foul. Only the 2nd foul against Angola here in the 2nd half. I think the biggest thing tonight is Angola's kind of struggled, well, they have struggled with the physicality of Fairfield.
They have.
Just a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, a little bit older. And no. 2 free throws, though, coming up for Tyson Fry.
And they're down to 2 for 11 from the outside now.
Well, you know, you start looking. Carson Smith's a senior. Tyson Fry's a senior. Hofer's a senior. Miller's a senior. Mast is a senior. You know, there's when you're in high school, there can be a big difference in 2 years physically. That one's no good, and on the rebound, a whistle and a foul on Fairfield. And that's going to go on Brooks Custer. That's his first. Usher lost it down the lane. Fry's got it back the other way for the Falcons. Custer to Mast, and now they'll settle into the offense. Angola continues to go man-to-man here in this fourth quarter. And Mast gets inside for 2 more. He's got 14. And it's 55-28. Angola crowd wasn't thrilled with that either.
Yeah, I mean, that's on the opposite end, so we can't see it.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. I had no idea.
Either.
I was just judging by the reaction of.
They seemed to think it was tipped.
Yeah. Didn't get much of a reaction from Brandon, though.
No.
And here's a whistle. And now officials going to get together and make sure they're in agreement. They're going to put that on Stuckey.
Shouldn't be shooting, should it?
No, it's only 4 team fouls. No, but it's going to be out on the far side. Lance and McGee re-enter now for Angola with 5:12 to play in the ball game. Hornets won't be back in action till Friday. It'll be a girls-boys doubleheader against Cherubusco.
Is that home or away?
It's at home. And that'll be Angola basketball after the Fairfield turnover.
Oh.
I'm not sure what that was. They called on McGee?
The Fairfield players stepped up and shoved him, and they called it on McGee.
Yep, I just saw the play a little late.
Yeah, that was it.
Just under 5 minutes to go. And Fairfield will take the full timeout, and we'll take it with them. Falcons lead at 55-28 here in the NECC Tournament Championship. We're back after this on Hometown Media.
Farmer State Bank opened its doors and began serving our communities in 1915. For more than 100 years, Farmer State Bank is focused on helping our communities grow and succeed.
When I think about Farmer State Bank, the first word that comes to my mind is togetherness.
Teamwork. Helpful.
Involvement.
Passionate.
Local.
Friendly. Inspiring.
Longevity. I have never seen a place of employment to where people have had career longevity. We have had people retire from Farmer State Bank who have been in the business for over 40 years, which I think is just awesome and amazing. And I hope that one day that I get to do that too.
Come experience the blue button difference.
(55-28). Fairfield with a lead over Angola here in the Northeast Corner Conference boys championship game. Fairfield girls earlier claimed their first title since 1996 with a 53-24 win over Fairfield. And Angola fell asleep on the inbounds, but Elijah Miller misses the layup. McGee back the other way. That's off the glass, counted in a foul. You kind of think, when does Fairfield start thinking about emptying their bench? But I think they've only got 2 guys that haven't played a lot tonight.
Yeah, they've been subbing all night long.
Ezekiel Yoder hasn't played a lot, and Casey Hirschberger hasn't played a lot. But other than that, they have rotated the other 8 or 9 guys pretty evenly.
Yeah, they have.
Angola able to convert the 3-point play. That's the lead back to 24.
Oh, he thought about it, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Under 4 to go, and the Falcons will turn it over. Okay, I noticed there was a lot of discussion about that football game Saturday night being on Peacock.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not a Big Ten guy. I watch it a lot.
Yeah.
But as a Big Ten fan, is it frustrating trying to figure out where the games are on at? They've got too many outlets.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, FS1, Big Ten Network, Fox, ABC, Peacock.
They even throw some on CBS.
On CBS, yeah. Where are we tonight? I didn't cave, though. They didn't get my $5.99.
And the IU-Purdue rivalry is on Peacock tomorrow night.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
They're still not getting it.
Well, they got mine a long time ago when Sherry wanted to go back and watch the first seasons of Yellowstone. Had nothing to do with football.
You didn't even get a vote.
I rarely do. 55-33. But yeah, I can't find Big Ten games for nothing.
It used to be you knew we were on Big Ten Network or ESPN.
Yeah. That's kind of how the SEC's gone. Saturday afternoons, they're on 3 ESPN channels.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't know if Big Ten, if they're playing Tuesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday. SEC, they play Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday. That ball banged Brooks Custer in the head, but he was able to regain control and put it in.
Bounced right back to him.
Yeah, I turned on the Chiefs and Dolphins game Saturday night, and my Peacock just kept freezing up. There's a whistle and a foul.
I think Thomas got that rebound, didn't he?
But really, that game was not much to watch anyway.
No.
So is it the Chiefs and the Bills next week?
I don't know with the Bills.
Finally, Mahomes going to have to go on the road for a playoff game.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, I don't know about you, but NFL games get hard to watch when it's not your team because every other commercial is either Mahomes, Kelsey, or Andy Reid, or a combination of the three.
Isn't that the truth?
Under 2.5 to go. Elijah Miller thought about it. He's got it in the corner. As we work our way to the 2-minute mark, 57-33 Falcons. Steal by Stuckey. Up ahead for Thomas, and he'll lay it up and in. And Thomas knocks the inbounds out of bounds. And now full-fledged bench empty for the Hornets.
Lance Moore, Haven Stock Camp. Reed Lance.
Much more sophomores and some freshmen now in for Angola.
Wade Key.
You thought Fairfield had a size advantage earlier.
Yeah, they really do now.
And it'll be a turnover. Wait till the spring. Reed Lance is a name you're going to hear a lot about on the golf course.
Pretty good stick.
Yes. I think he rewrote the middle school record book.
Mm-hmm.
Drive. So Reed Lance to shoot 2. First one's up and good. Second one is no good, and Fairfield's got the rebound with 1:18 to go. Miller drives it in. Back out it comes, and a long 3 is up and good for Garber. Lance spins, kicks it out in the corner. Long 3 is up and no good. And Fairfield now could just kind of dribble out the clock, you would think. Well, maybe not. Steal from Lance. Draws the contact, couldn't get it to go, but he'll go back to the line. And Reed Lance getting his money's worth in the short time he's out there. Well, it seems like it's been a long time since we've had to leave a ball game with it this cold outside.
Mm-hmm.
Two out of 2 for Lance. Final 20 seconds. And the Hornets not going to just give it to them. They're going to play defense to the very end, down to 6. And that'll do it. Fairfield takes the NECC Boys Championship as they knock off Angola by a score of 60-38. Back to wrap it up after this. You're watching high school basketball at Hometown Media.
Angola has served the tri-state area with outstanding tire sales and auto repairs with all major tire brands, including Bridgestone and Firestone. Best One's tire staff of highly qualified ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of mechanical repairs. The shop also provides roadside assistance. Best One Tire of Angola, 1101 North Wayne Street. Proud supporters of Angola Athletics.
Are you ready to join the Triton Metal Products starting lineup? You could be a Triton if you have grit, a strong work ethic, and you're ready to make a meaningful difference in your life. Triton offers excellent pay, great benefits, and we will train you. Join an elite team of minds plus machines. Apply now at tritonmp.com/careers.
Back at Lakeland, where the final score, Falcons 60-38 over Angola, and I'm not sure exactly what the camera's pointed out now, but looks like it's pointed straight down.
It does.
What we got for some final stats?
Stats, Lance with 3 rebounds and 13 points. Usher, 2 rebounds and 4 points. McGee, 2 rebounds and 6 points. Thomas, 2 rebounds and 4 points. Reed Lance with 3 points. Landon Leach with 3 points. Ryan Stuckey with 1 rebound and 5 points. Shooting for the game, 11 for 15 inside, just about 70%. 2 for 13 outside, and then from the free throw line, they were 10 for 18.
Angola falls to 5-8 on the season. Fairfield now 10-4, and these two teams will meet again here in a couple weeks over at Fairfield. Our next broadcast will come up on Friday night. It'll be a girls-boys doubleheader as Angola plays host to Cherubusco. Girls at 6, boys to follow, and hopefully it'll be just a tad bit warmer.
Hope so.
But I saw our next above freezing days, like not till next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday or Wednesday, yeah, same thing I saw.
That's brutal.
There's a lot of driveways that need some warm weather.
Oh my gosh. 60-38, the final. Thanks to Andy Aldred on camera tonight. If he ever wants to leave the CEO ranks of the hospital, he's got a future as a cameraman. And thanks to Mark. Thanks to you for tuning in. 60-38, the final. Fairfield with the win. We'll see you Friday night with more high school basketball at Hometown Media.